You don't need millions to enjoy island living. Here's how smart choices can stretch your lifestyle. This is Island Life on a Budget: How to Live Affordably on Vancouver Island. Welcome to our channel, Living on Vancouver Island. Today we're exploring how to embrace the island lifestyle without overextending yourself and overspending. Let's dive into some practical strategies to live affordably on Vancouver Island. Living costs vary across the island. However, more affordable options exist in other regions. Selecting the right community really is crucial and important. Towns like Ladysmith can offer one-bedroom rentals in around the $1,200 to $1,300 per month range. This, of course, is subject to change and depends what you're renting. In Qualicum Beach, you'll see rental prices escalated just a little bit more than that, perhaps starting in the $1,300 to $1,500 range. And if we go north up to Campbell River, there will be affordable living options in this area as well. To help reduce housing costs, you can also consider alternatives like shared accommodations or co-housing communities. Perhaps you could consider renting a room within a house. This will bring your costs down astronomically. While Vancouver Island's job market and job possibilities can be limited in specialized fields, there are still opportunities. There's opportunities in tourism, in hospitality, in the government sector in different cities. The rise of remote work opportunities also has allowed many to maintain their jobs that perhaps they got back on the mainland, but now they can make the move over to Vancouver Island and work remotely and still keep that job. Transportation is a key consideration too when you're trying to decide where on the island you'd like to be. If you'd like to be in a really walkable community and perhaps not even own a car, perhaps Victoria would be the best choice for you. Downtown Victoria, there's many I know that live there that don't have vehicles, and within 10 minutes you can walk to grocery stores, restaurants, places of work. It's great for walkability. But then if we go to these smaller communities, like Ladysmith again, it's probably going to be pretty important that you have a car. There is public transport by means of bus, but it doesn't run all times of the day. And if you have to get to, say, Duncan for your morning shift, your job starts in the morning, relying on that public transit might be sketchy. Ride share by means of Uber is coming, but it's not present on all places on the island. So it's even difficult to rely on something like that. There are, of course, taxis already here, but we know how much that costs, how getting a taxi is quite expensive. Grocery costs here on the island can be more expensive than compared to on the mainland or even other provinces. And that's because essentially everything that you're buying typically has to be brought here. There are some things that are made here on the island, or some cream or some milk that's here on the island, but most of it is going to be brought from the mainland. Shopping at local farmers markets is a great idea. It not only supports local agriculture, but also provides fresh produce for yourself and can be provided at competitive prices. Also, consider growing your own vegetables, maybe in a community garden. It's another cost-effective solution that can put food on your plate, be enjoyable, and keep your costs down. Regarding entertainment and recreation, the island offers a lot of free or low-cost recreational activities. From hiking and beachcombing to attending local festivals, there's no shortage of affordable entertainment options. There are entertainment options, of course, that do cost money. For example, the Port Theatre in Nanaimo offers plays and musical concerts throughout the year. It's just you'll have to buy a ticket for entrance. But if you're into outdoor activities like hiking, there are so many opportunities here that, of course, will not cost you anything. You just have to get there and then start enjoying. Another key consideration is managing the utilities and services that are at your home, such as internet. Shop around and compare prices between the different companies that can offer you that service. Also, if you're looking at a home that's heated only by baseboard heat, this is the most expensive way to heat a home. I'm not saying don't ever purchase a home with baseboard heat. It's just purchase it with perhaps a goal of switching it over to something like a heat pump, or perhaps a natural gas furnace may be possible. This might be very challenging though, because natural gas furnaces will require ducting, and if the house wasn't built with any of this ducting already in place, it could mean a lot of expensive retrofitting, or it might not even be possible. So the easiest solution, and the one that I see most commonly, is going from just baseboard heating to heat pumps. Heat pumps essentially look like an AC unit that you might see in different countries of the world. So there'll be a panel on the wall, but rather than just providing AC, which they can do, they also provide heat during the winter and when heat is needed. And they're very economical. And if you're on just baseboard heat, there's several government grants that come out yearly that can offset that cost of getting that heat pump. So the best way to do this is to contact a local heat pump distributor or a shop that sells them and ask what sort of grants are available right now, because sometimes they run out during a year and you might want to even wait till the next calendar year or request that company call you when the grant is back in place to really offset that cost, because it can be thousands of dollars that you'll save. Living affordably on Vancouver Island is achievable. It requires thoughtful planning, and I would say also reach out to your community. Be part of your community and you'll be connected with more people and more opportunities. And by choosing the right community that you move to, you can really set yourself up for success. For example, again, if it's all about walkability, if that's what you're after, make sure you've chosen the right community, because some smaller communities will be a little bit more remote and will make that lifestyle choice more difficult. Affordability really depends a lot on personal choices too. What sort of entertainment do you gravitate towards? If it is going to the theater, if it is going to musical concerts, that'll of course cost more and affect your affordability. So making those choices is an active decision that you personally do have to make. And of course, finding that right home. If affordability is of utmost importance, there are different areas on the island that we can point you towards to say, hey, look what your money gets you up in, for example, Campbell River, or maybe over in Port Renfrew. There are some areas that are more affordable and you can get more for your money. Even on some Gulf Islands, like Gabriola, you might get a similar house for a similar price, but your lot size is going to be far larger. Sometimes you can even get 5 acres for in that $900,000 range with the house still in place. That's not always possible on Vancouver Island, but on some of the smaller Gulf Islands, it is possible. Thanks for watching our channel, Living on Vancouver Island. And if this helps at all, drop a comment below. If you are coming this way, if you are house hunting, reach out to us. All of our contact information is on our website and we'd be happy to help.